favorite character. That's it. You're just like my favorite one. All the Call of Duties, all of the Call of Duties, you're my favorite one.
Yeah, man. Thanks for saying that. I appreciate that. You have no idea how much how important that is to me to hear stuff like that. So thank you very much.
Yeah, everybody should say that. You're like the best character in there.
You should be my agent, man.
I know, right?
You should be my PR guy.
All right, we're going to go ahead and put you on hold because we have one more caller, and we're getting to the top of the hour. So if you could hold on, please, and then you can. All right, thank you.
All right, bye.
Okay. Up next, we have Andrew.
Hey, James.
Hey, Andrew.
Yeah, so earlier you were talking about the military, and I know some kids want to join the military, but you're also in the video game business, and specifically, military-style video games. So this is kind of an ongoing issue, but I was wondering what your point of view was about kids that are influenced by video games to join the military, because there are a lot of kids out there that want to do that.
I think if either you're inclined to join the military or you're not. I think the video games, music, movies would only spark what already exists inside of you. So if it takes a very specific kind of person who wants to do service for his country and to become part of the military. And I really don't think a video game creates that, but I definitely think that it'll help you draw it out and sort of give you context. Because most of the soldiers that I know, they know the difference between what they do and what the game is. The game is more of a way to vent and sort of release pressure. But I think that if somebody gets inspired to do service for his nation because he watches a video game, it's probably a good thing.
Yeah.
But I don't think it creates that seed. I think the seed already exists. I think the parents raise the kid the right way and put some values in him that lead him that direction.
Yeah, because I know because video games, they kind of teach you that the game is supposed to be fun, and some kids, I guess, get the view that going to war or joining the military is going to be fun, and they get a different view from reality versus the video game. So yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Well, again, I don't think anybody thinks that a video game is reality. I've never heard that from anybody I've talked to. I've talked to thousands and thousands of kids who play the game, and never once has somebody thought that it was reality, or that they would respond if I got shot in the head with a grenade. You know what I mean? That I think there's a certain misunderstanding of those. I think that's commentary of people who don't play the game or don't know the community, because there's a lot of ignorance out there too, and people just project things that aren't there. And I think that most people play this game know it's a game. No, it's recreation, and they're not going to expect to be going into a combat situation and run down a hill like a superhero. I think kids are smarter than that.
Yeah, I agree. I'm glad at least someone recognized that, because then a lot of people don't agree with that. But yeah. Thank you.
Good question, dude. Very insightful. How old are you?
14, sir.
14, asking questions like that?
Yeah, really.
Wow, I'm impressed, brother. I am impressed.
Thank you. I'm a big fan, so it's a privilege to talk to you right now.
Especially somebody like you who's got a real good head in his shoulders. That does me. I'm proud to have a fan like you. Thank you.
Thanks. I appreciate that.
Peace.
Bye.
Thank you for calling in, Andrew.
Yep.
Well, I mean, it's great that, because a lot of times these days games get bad reps for having people go out and do things that they shouldn't be doing. And it's nice to hear that other kids that are playing this are actually looking at it and getting good things from it as far as wanting to maybe join the military. But as you said, it's not something that started in their mind from playing the game. It's something that they've probably even subconsciously thought about.
Yeah. It's like and that goes for music, that goes for literature, that goes for movies. If it's not going to create that seed. That seed exists in you already. It's just going to help nourish it and bring it out quicker. That's
right.
all. I don't think if you're not. I mean, I was. There's people who they're not right for the military, and that's okay. You rather not have them get involved and have them causing problems. But there's people who really have that need to do that kind of service, and that I think all this art does is sort of reveal that to themselves.
Exactly. Well, we want to thank you so much for joining us tonight and speaking with us, and as well as the guests that called in, and to all our listeners out there, thank you for joining us tonight. And we'd love to have you back somewhere down the road, maybe when Black Ops 3 comes out, or even some of your new movies that you have.
No, I'd love to. You gals are great. You give a great interview. You have a great audience. So I'm on board anytime.
Oh,
great.
Thank you so much. We appreciate that. And maybe
right.
you can poke Kamar and tell him we're not scary people.
Yeah.
I will give Kamar. Actually, I'll see Kamar on Tuesday, so I'll let him know you're out there, and he's got to give that Latin suavity about
Yeah.
You got to spread that around. There's women out there who need Kamar, so.
But we also need people like Sergeant Frank Woods and James C. Burns. And James C. Burns, the top one, because without you, there wouldn't be any of these movies, and you wouldn't have all of these people calling in and listening to the show, wanting to talk to you.
Well, I appreciate that, and again, thanks for the opportunity. It was fun talking to you too.
You're welcome, and you have a good night and a Happy New Year.
You too.
Thank you.
Bye
Take
now.
Take care. Thank you, James.
Bye-bye.
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 Well, that was fun. That was
Yes,
fun.
it was.
I mean, not only is he a great guy, a great actor, he's had his finger in so many different pies, even outside of the acting world, and being a hockey coach and playing hockey, and I think he's awesome. And I know all of our callers were very pleased to talk to him.
Yeah, and I have to say, I think it was the first interview we've done where we've had callers, youth, like teenagers, and so that was really cool. So
yeah,
my son will be very envious because he's out of town for the next couple of days, and so he would have really wanted to call in and talk with him, but he's not where he can, so he'll have to listen to the replay, I guess. But yeah, what a great audience, and Black Ops has become, like you said, it's probably the best-selling video game of all time, and it has got a mass following, and, I can go into my son's room, and, and he's just on Xbox Live with all of his buddies, and they're playing this game, and I hear him talking, and I'll go in there thinking he said something to me, and he's in there playing the game with the headset on, and, and they're at war, and I'm like, oh, okay, and I just kind of politely shut the door and kind of move away and go, okay, sorry. and the gamers out there know what I'm talking about. Now, I don't get into video games, but, but if you're a mom and you're listening to this, you know all too well what I'm talking about, too. It's
right.
It's kind of like, don't bother me, I'm playing my game, so but it's a great game, and, it's all the rage, so we're just so thankful for all the listeners that did call in and for everyone who's listening tonight. It was a great interview, and he's such a fun guy, too.
Definitely. I also found his YouTube channel. If you go into YouTube, put in Sergeant Frank Woods, and it'll come up YouTube channel, and just click on that, and I guess that's where he'll keep you up to date with everything that's going on with Black Ops. So
well, that's the place to be then.
And I look forward to Redacted too. I think that's wonderful that he's using that also to help with the veterans and that. He's a special guy.
Yes, I love how he is very involved with that, and it's not part of just the video game persona per se, if you will. He really is passionate about that, and he's very involved. So he's he's touching a lot of lives by virtue of what he's doing. So kudos to him on many.
Yeah, and I also recommend all of you gamers out there, if you want to get one of those ringtones, go to his website. It's jamescburns.com and upload it for your phone, and you'll be helping out a veteran on that way too, and also the animal protection that he's involved in.
Yes, yes, most definitely. So great interview indeed, indeed. So shall we talk about what we have coming up tomorrow night?
Yeah, if you wouldn't mind, go ahead and doing that. My internet is all of a sudden acting up, so if you could do that.
Well, I will be happy to do that. Coming up tomorrow night, we have the second episode in our series, our month-long series, our Women's Empowerment Month, and we have someone by the name of Dabney Port who is going to be with us. And now she is described as living the social media lifestyle, meaning that the world is her playground, and with the focus on lifestyle and women empowerment, Dabney has received worldwide attention and is known for her passion in building relationships online and in person. And she's noted for connecting people across the globe. She inspires, educates, and supports her audience daily with her unique talents and irresistible personality. And so she's going to be coming on and talking with us about how she goes about connecting people from around the world and what she does. She also has been affiliated with the Ricky Lake Show, so I'm sure that she will have lots to talk about there as well. So it's going to be a great interview. It comes up tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern, so we would love to have you right back here so that you can tune in for the second in our month-long series of Women's Empowerment Month. And also, we want to take a moment tonight to introduce our very first sponsor of Take Two Radio. We have a sponsor, and the sponsor is the Main Street Cake Shop. And their motto is, life is short, eat dessert first. And I can I can tell you firsthand that they have the best cupcakes and the best cakes that I have ever eaten in my life. Their cupcakes, she has probably about 10 or 12 different flavors. She does everything from PB&J to brownstone front to chocolate to marble to strawberry. She even does a pink champagne that, yes, really has champagne in the cupcake.
Wow.
Yeah. Now, I'm not trying
I'm jealous because she's in your town.
Yeah, and she, every day, she has a Facebook page, and if you look her up on Facebook, you can find her at Main Street Cake Shop, and shop is spelled SHOPPE, and she lists every day the flavors that she has of her cupcakes, and she makes them fresh every day, so she has so many cupcakes, and when she sells out, she sells out. But she also makes very exquisite cakes. She does the fondant cakes where you have the intricate designs. She does basic sheet cakes. I mean, she does a little bit of all kinds of cakes, and she makes huge, beautiful wedding cakes. I mean, these cakes are so pretty. They're too pretty to eat, but they taste as good as they look. And so, I bought my daughter a cake a while back, birthday or two ago, and it was one of the best cakes I'd ever had. So if you get a chance, she can ship anywhere, and I'm sure she'd love to hear from you. It's Main Street Cake Shop, and you can look her up on Twitter at Main Street, that's ST Cake Shop, and that's SHPPE. And you can also go to her website, www.mainstreetcakeshop.com. So look them up.
And I see she has an email address too. It's Main Street, just the ST Cake Shop at gmail.com. If you have any questions, if you'd like to hire her for an event, or make cupcakes or a cake for a wedding, reach out to her. Her name is April Murray.
And she, this time of year, she really starts getting covered up because in recent years she's been tapped to do some of the biggest bridal fairs in our area, not necessarily in our immediate town, but, 3 towns over, and she's getting to be that big. And so, if you've got an upcoming wedding, I would highly recommend her. Give her a call or, tweet her or send her an email or something, let her know you'd be interested in talking with her. She does a great business. So Main Street Cake Shop, and I highly recommend them.
Great. Now, of course, I want a cupcake or something.
Yeah. I know she makes them phenomenal. And everything she makes, the other thing that I love about her stuff is that everything she makes is from scratch, and she doesn't believe in using boxed anything. So she, everything is made, flour, sugar, real butter, not nothing is imitation. So everything is just unbelievable. I'm sitting here